What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's annual Kuang military exercise is set to begin this week. While smaller drills are already underway, both Taiwan and China have begun shaping the narrative ahead of the main event. Ellen Lu reports.
The night sky is lit by thousands of chaser rounds. This nighttime live-fire exercise is part of Taiwan's Zhongyi drills, practicing defending against enemy helicopters and drones, strengthening air defenses at the northern entrance to the Taiwan Straits. It comes ahead of the annual Kuang military exercises.
汉光42号演习检验国军随时能战的能量。
Taiwan's Defense Ministry released an AI-generated video highlighting this year's drills and promoting its whole of society defense resilience concept. It features a range of military equipment, such as F-16 fighter jets, Tuojiang-class corvettes, HIMARS rocket systems, Patriot air defense missiles, Xiongfeng anti-ship missiles, and Altius drones. It also shows troops establishing defensive obstacles on the Danjiang Bridge in northern Taiwan, which just opened in May as part of a simulated wartime defense scenario. Experts say the bridge gives Taiwan greater flexibility to move troops and reposition forces during a conflict.
不管是淡水河的左岸或右岸，也就是淡水或八里这两个不同的区域，在兵力的调动上有了这个大桥之后，它实际的移转部队的这个部署调整，相对的也能够更快速、更机动。
For the first time, this year's Kuang exercise will adopt several U.S.-style rehearsal methods, including the back brief, where subordinate units explain to commanders how they plan to carry out their assigned missions before an operation begins, allowing commanders to confirm everyone fully understands the plan. It's also adopting the U.S. military's embedded journalist model, allowing reporters to cover the drills alongside military units. But experts note that an unscripted scenario is still the key.
记者朋友们跟着部队去做实际战场的演练的采访，我觉得当然这是很好事情，但是前提仍然是要接近实务上面的一个演练。
Taiwan is also expanding its whole of society resilience drills and will for the first time conduct an internet disruption exercise. Those efforts to strengthen civil defense capabilities have sparked criticism from Beijing.
民进党当局越喊全民防卫，越是无人卖命。
But with Beijing ramping up gray zone activities near Taiwan and pressuring it on the international stage, Taiwan is making sure its military and its people are ready to defend the country if necessary. Fu Huahong and Ellen Lu for TaiwanPlus.
International visitors spent a record $11 billion in Taiwan in 2025, growing 10% from the previous year. A survey by Taiwan's Tourism Administration showed growing numbers of visitors opting for outdoor and cultural activities over shopping, diversifying the country's tourism revenue. Travelers also plan their trips further in advance and spend more per day on average. While Japan remained the largest source of tourists, American visitors spend the most at nearly $250 per day. Taiwan's top volleyball players are ready to serve as the team makes its final preparations for the Asian Games in Japan next month. Our reporter Cindy Chi meets the squad in training.
The pressure is spiking as Taiwan's women's volleyball team gears up for the Asian Games in Japan this September. And they have their eyes on one goal, the podium.
有蛮多选手是首次参加亚运会，那对他们来说，现在的年龄还有实力水准，加上他们在对国际赛上面的那个刺激跟新鲜感，那种兴奋程度，我们这一次是蛮有共识，想要冲进颁奖台上面去。
The team finished in 6th place at the last Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Their best ever performance was a bronze medal at the Doha Games in 2006. This time around, Taiwan has been drawn in Group C alongside Thailand, bronze medalists in 2022, as well as Kyrgyzstan and Mongolia. The two top teams in the group will advance to the quarterfinals. To boost their medal hopes, the women's team has been pushing hard in recent years. Their tactics, physical conditioning, and training methods have all become much closer to the men's game. But beyond the physical side, building mental toughness has become just as important.
这一批选手说真的，没什么在害怕。我觉得这个东西要保持，因为既不知道恐惧，只知道一直要跟对方去做对战的时候，这个状态要把它 hold 住好。那我觉得反而是最重要的，甚至是多给他们一些状况题，让他们能够很会去解题。在解题的过程中，势必就会忘记一些可能不必要产生出来的一些风险，或者是不好的条件，他们只管不顾一切的向前。
Captaining the squad is Liao Yizhen, who is the most senior member of the team. She says her role goes beyond making plays. It's about reading and supporting her teammates, as well as becoming a stronger leader.
就是把自己做好，然后我觉得我的优点是我很能观察队友的情绪，然后队友的状况，然后去给他们现在需要的东西。那也刚好跟我举球员的位置蛮相呼应的。对，那在自己这一方面，就是希望自己的心理素质再更强悍一点。那如果我自己能够突破了这一关，那我相信我可以带给更多的队友还有学妹更好的经验。
And that support is something younger players say they feel every day.
他很乐于帮助队友，然后也不会很吝啬的教我们技术那些。
But it's not all hard work to keep the mood light. The players have even come up with personalized celebrations after every point. Now with a new generation of fearless talent, Taiwan's players now feel the ball is in their court, and they'll be looking to show it in Japan. Yuan Duan and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
U.S. Congressman Michael McCaul has spoken at a major security forum in Taipei, where he warned about the threat China poses to Taiwan and the wider region.
I experienced their intimidation tactics firsthand during my time as chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. On my first visit to Taiwan, I was greeted by 11 Chinese battleships encircling the island nation, including an aircraft carrier, as well as 70 CCP aircraft, which violated your airspace.
McCaul used his speech at the 10th edition of the Ketagalan Forum to reaffirm U.S. support for Taiwan, citing the CHIPS Act and ongoing arms sales under the Taiwan Relations Act. President Lai Ching-te also addressed the forum, saying Taiwan will keep resisting Beijing's pressure campaigns.
We will not accept united front infiltration or red terror. We will not stand by while China tries to extend its reach into Taiwan or any other free nation or region. We will build stronger systems to prevent, counter, and protect against these threats.
The coalition of international lawmakers also presented a statement to President Lai condemning Beijing's new ethnic unity law, which can be used to target people outside China's own borders. A Taiwanese VR experience that won top honors at the Venice Film Festival is now showing in Taipei, bringing local history and forest ecosystems to life. Reese Ayers takes us inside.
Grief, nature, and tech intersect in a new experience exploring Taiwan's lost clouded leopards and indigenous myths. Adapted from Wu Ming-yi's short story The Clouds Are 2,000 Meters Up, the inventive work recently took top honors at the Venice Film Festival. Now in Taipei, director Singing Chen's immersive experience lets viewers step directly into the protagonist's subconscious as he navigates the loss of his wife, using pioneering digital techniques to bring Taiwan's landscapes to life.
它比传统拍传统电影的困难大概有100倍，对，因为它不是一般拍摄，它是所有的人物，包含墨子怡这些角色都是用扫描的，然后所有的物件也都是扫描的，所以这2年的时间，这个技术非常的新，所以团队等于说是走在世界很前端的部分。
That technical push created a vivid virtual world that resonated with international audiences.
我们在国外，不管是威尼斯影展或其他影展的时候，其实很多观众看完以后都会说：“哎，这个森林在哪里？”他很想要来台湾体验台湾的2000米的这个云雾带的一个森林。这样。
VR is often used as a tool to help us escape from reality, but the creators here are using these new tech tools to help ground us in Taiwan's history, environment, and cultural heritage.
That cultural discovery takes place in virtual spaces that feel like living history archives.
因为它里面也是有很多标本嘛，像是云豹的标本，那这边就有点像是那种研究标本的研究员的私人的小房间的感觉。
Beyond the VR, history comes off the screen. Spanning 3 floors, the exhibition pairs interactive experiences with real-world archives. Following an international festival run, the joint production with Taiwan's public television service shows how digital tools offer new ways to appreciate literature and preserve culture. Alex Chen, Devon Tai and Rees for TaiwanPlus.
Matcha has become a global craze, but surging demand has pushed prices in Japan to record highs and left some purists questioning the trend. Yvonne Yang has this story.
In New York City, the matcha craze that took the world by storm is in full effect. Matcha devotees form long lines at a local hotspot.
I'm just visiting the city for a few weeks. I'm trying to find the best matcha spot in New York, so I'm finding the lines because usually the lines are like where the good stuff is.
Honestly, this is definitely the best matcha I've had in New York. I've had a lot of matchas.
The owner of this matcha cafe says it's about more than a drink. It's a Japanese art form going mainstream.
The matcha latte allows everyday people in New York, but also in the modern day, to be able to incorporate matcha into their everyday lifestyles.
However, in Uji, the birthplace of matcha just south of Kyoto, the trend is putting pressure on a market and tradition dating back to the 12th century.
Last year, raw matcha leaf was already 2.7 to 3 times higher than the year before. And this year, it has risen further. It is around 1.8 times higher than last year.
Despite owning its tea fields, this 3 centuries-old company says that it now has to buy from other sources to meet demand. Meanwhile, purists are questioning the evolving ways matcha is consumed.
If you're going to drink it with milk, it's better to opt for a matcha that allows the bitterness or distinct flavor profile to come through, which is why I think it makes more sense to use a less expensive grade.
For tea grandmaster Yamada Shohan, matcha is central to a ceremony meant to elevate the body and spirit. But not everyone sees the matcha trend as a break with tradition. His daughter, the school's next generation successor, sees an opportunity instead.
I'm generally happy to see the growing interest in matcha around the world. But at the same time, many people know matcha as a product, but not necessarily the culture behind it. I see this global trend as a great opportunity for them to actually get to know Japanese culture and also like deeper understanding of the aesthetics.
The tea ceremony school successor says she's developing a matcha powder made specifically for lattes. She's part of a shift that is playing out in Japan and the rest of the globe. In New York, the cafe is adding matcha drinks without dairy and sugar to its menu, a nod back to the traditional way of drinking it. And in Uji, producers are adapting too, making kosher and halal matcha for overseas markets. At home and abroad, local traditions and global trade are converging, opening the latest chapter for an ancient tea culture. Ethan Chen, Ted Chen, and Yvonne Yang for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of Amsterdam's canals filled with colorful boats during the annual Pride Parade. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.